So there, it's me, Mr. Midshipman. I wanted to show you, I put these GXC-420-00 clone billet steel rocker set in there, Burris Racing. And yeah, you know what? These cost as much as 2 of these motors cost. That's right, that would be $200 for this set. Here's the old ones I took out. These aren't bad now, don't get me wrong, but these are so much better. They're roller rockers, see? I'm going to show you how I set them. Okay, now with these, what happens is, see, this is a lock nut, and that's how you lock it. But every time, like say, here's how you set it though, you know. After you set the rockers, you set it with this, and it's like, that there is 1 thousandths, that's 2 thousandths, that's 3 thousandths, okay? But when you got it like right next to this lock nut and you try turning the lock nut, that's what happens. They both turn. So you have to go back to another place that's not even, you know, where you want it. In other words, you have to go back like this, which would be like 6 thousandths, and then hopefully you can hold this enough to lock it while the whole contraption turns. By the way, you can see the difference in these. These are the stock ones. See how much shorter they are? You could probably put a set of these lifters in your, you know, your Honda clone motor here, the GX200 or the Harbor Freight 212. You could stick a set of these in it for $10 a piece, and you would have a pretty hopped up engine. You'd go, wow, I'm really happy with that. But like I said, it's hard to put these in. Now for putting these Burris Racing rockers in, the first thing I did was the posts that the rocker arm studs go into. That's these things right there. It's magnetic. Anyway, these are the studs. Obviously, they're on the rockers, so they're going in right here, you know, right there. What you do is just get a Miller, what do they call it, right here, reamer, I think, or something. You can get these right on Harbor Freight, and you just put it in the drill press with a drill press vise, and just keep running it down. Make sure everything you put a you know, a level on there to make sure that a big giant drill like say this is, you know, square. You know, you put a square there while it's in the chuck, and make sure you square it all up down here with where the base is, you know, because if you have it like tilted like this or that, then it gets all weirded out. But other than that, you can just tear right into this and just knock that right off the post. And how much do you want to knock off? It's to do that, you're going to need say one of these calipers with the tail on it, like this. See that one? Yeah, and then you just keep sticking it in the hole so you have enough room for it. Like say here, you just go like say this, put this up, because that's how much it goes inside, right? You don't even need to read this or turn it on. You just put this right here, set it with the lock, see, and now every time you mill it off, you go in there and it shouldn't hit. But then you also have to take a calculation of this plate here, which is pretty thick. It's way thicker than the Honda plate. Let's see if I have another one, because I did buy an optional one, yeah. So you want to add this plate onto it too. And yeah, you can pretty well take about, say, 2 or 3 of this thickness of this plate, mill it off. I have a video I think I'll show you there right now. They're milled down, and why did I do that? Because see, now a lot of guys don't know that They get on here telling you all kinds of... Whew, I'm glad I put these videos up because... Are they way out there? See how this fits on there? Regular old stocko. Yeah. Otherwise, it would hit this... this is like a PVC valve, you know, whether you didn't know it or not. Yeah, that is. So, let's adjust them. To adjust them, I get these special motorcycle feeler gauges. See? And the one side's gauged at 4 thousandths and the other side's 5 thousandths of an inch. So you just put the 4 thousandths in there, see? And then you just put the 5 thousandths in there and it won't go. So you know you got it set at what it's supposed to be, 4 thousandths. And these are so much nicer. That's why I showed you how nasty these are to adjust. Shit, look at this. It's just got an Allen wrench. See? That's why that one wasn't quite set. So I can set this one. You just get it top dead center. Whoa, we don't want to stick that down in there. Problem with magnetic screwdrivers. You just find the top dead center where it's totally top through the spark plug hole here. So you can buy all these contraptions. Why? Just anything works. If you're scared, use the rubber dowel or something. But see, these are nice. This is 1/2 inch and it's special, proprietary to this engine because I don't have anything but metric wrenches. Don't like them. See, so that's what you do. And then you can feel that, see? See, and that was the 5 thousandths, so we don't want that. We only want the 4 thousandths in there. So what I found out is, really, why mess around? Show you how perfect these are for its setting. I mean, even a 12-year-old could do it. But that's disrespectful because, you know, you 12-year-olds are pretty smart. But, you know, even a troll could do it. How's that? Okay, there we go. See how we just keep playing with that? Now look, it won't go in there. And we'll back it off. I mean, we're splitting the hairs here. See, now it won't go in. Now it will go in. So we're accurate. Now we'll put the 5 thousandths in and it won't go in. But see, watch how nice these tighten. You don't have to do anything. You can set that thing. That's setting it, right? You saw it. I set it with my fingers. And now you can lock it with this. See, and this wrench didn't move at all. Like here, if I did that, this darn thing moves too with this top lock nut. It's really nasty. It takes twice as long. If anything, you sure, if they're for racing, you sure can set the freaking valve lash in a racing mode, you know? I mean, look how fast they're set. Then you go back down here. Make a revolution. While that one's down, this one should be up. But I still like to stick the screwdriver in there. See? Now she's up all the way. We'll set this one again. That's why it takes so long. Yeah. Try the 5 thousandths. 5 thousandths doesn't fit. 4 thousandths does. It seems like it's sloppy, but then when you go with the 5 thousandths, you go, it's not, because Well, it is. The 5 thousandths does fit. That's why you do it again. So, it's the way it is. So how do we do that? We unlock it again. Go back to the wrench. I mean, these special motorcycles, see how they're angled like that? You'll really love these if you get them. They're proprietary. It's only 4 thousandths though. See now the 5 thousandths won't go in. The 4 thousandths does. So just, you didn't even see me turn that, but I did. That's how picky we are. So what I mean, it's really hard to do it with these stock ones. You got to be really good at this to do it with those. It takes forever. Now all you got to do is stick the wrench on there and make sure it's held at the most comfortable position. And I'm going to use the open end because I can't see the box. I might just drift it off a little and tighten this up. And you could see this wrench, the red wrench, did not move. And now they're tight. Yep, and the 4 thousandths fits in there. So does the 5 thousandths again. So obviously, we don't do this every day. Why do you want this at 4 thousandths? That's pretty close, 4 thousandths. Because they won't rotate, the valves won't rotate like a hurricane and drag all the oil up into this head. You ever see a hurricane? Same thing. There's no gears on it or nothing, and it seems to drag all the dirt up to the top, right? That's what it does. It drags all the oil up. These push rods right here, by spinning them like this, it'll go against the forces of gravity and just spin the oil up in the air where it'll lubricate all this stuff. So it's kind of hard when you're talking. You forget what you're doing. Now we'll see again. Yep. Here it is. Boy, you can't see that thing when it's sideways. Now that's not fitting. That's 5 thousandths. Now it's nice and tight. Yeah, you want to make that super perfect, because if you have it set at like 6 or 8 thousandths, yeah, you'll lose power. Little bits of power that you don't want to lose. If you have it too tight, like 3 thousandths, it's going to not spin these push rods, you know, that are right here. You know, I already did this before, because it's a 4-cycle. Eventually, they're both at top dead center like this, and you can do them both at the same time. But you know, I go back and keep checking it, turning it over, and checking it all different levels of when they come up, and they all are 4 thousandths either way. So just check that out too. And I wanted to show you something else. I eventually bought all these things. See, now these, you notice they're all different sizes. These here are the stock ones right here. See the length? And then these are the stainless steel ones, because they got tape on them, I believe. And you'll see they're just a little bit shorter there at the bottom. See that? Now these These are the ones, the chromoly ones, that you take the tips out like this and you can cut them off, which I have in there now. You got to make your own push rods. When you start cutting off the posts there for the, you know, rocker studs, you cut those posts down, then you'll have to cut these down too. I mean, considerably. Yeah, big chunk. And then you just put these back on with some of that Loctite. And don't get too weird with them, because they will bend. Even though they're chromoly, I don't know why they bend. But you can see where this one was spinning on something that it shouldn't have been. So yeah, I got the chromoly ones, the stainless steel ones. You can see they're all different sizes, lengths. So that's what you want to get, them chromoly ones that are all sold out, because you know why? Called supply and demand. It's what everybody wants to get. So, you didn't figure that one out yet? Supply and demand? That's what it is. People want them, so you got to buy them. Then you don't have to like buy this goofy spacer that they put in here. No, you don't want that. That's all weird then. It's just weird stuff. People that are extra weird, that don't want to spend the time to cut the post down with a drill press. I don't have a milling machine. All I got's that drill press. You've seen it. That's all you need. One of those cheapo Harbor Freight drill presses for like, I don't know, they're like $50 on sale. Yeah. I got that from some guy that builds AK-47s. He just come right out and said, you know, really, the best drill press to buy is that one in Harbor Freight. And I'm there, yeah, I kind of figured you were going to say something like that. Because we were hitting it off good. Seems like people on the phone exactly understand what I'm saying, but for some reason you don't, do you? Not you, but there's a couple of these trolls that are just really ignorant people. It's hard to believe that they even exist. But you can see, you know, again, why people are just going out and, you know, like Columbine, just running around shooting these bastards. So now we're going to stick the carburetor on. Or we could stick this on. And you notice I didn't put the gasket in. I'm showing you how nice and extra roomy I got there. Watch. See, I'm spinning it. It's not going like up and down or something because of the rockers are hitting it. Oh no, I've seen them. These rockers here, you've seen it like on the other motor when I built it without it. These things are jacked way up like this. Now look, when you look at them, they're nice and level because I cut the posts down. See, look how nice and level they are. See? Doing the same job. Look, see how not all jacked up they are? I thought, what do you call that? The geometric angle of the rockers was just too exceeding for what it was, you know. I figured that was weird. And also these lash caps, which are called rotator cuffs. Now here's the high performance ones, see? Now, I didn't really take the time to plan this out. Nope, I didn't. But yeah, I had it put together wrong, and I was either going to do that or not use the 2-to-1s. See these? You got to put 2 of the lash caps on these Burris Racing rockers. Okay. Now, you'll see those stock ones are big, chunky things. Okay? But look at this. This is what the problem was. See that word hit? So I ground this off a bit. See how I ground this? This stuff is really case-hardened steel. You can't even file it. You have to grind it. But see how this hit right there? Can you see that marking? It was hitting off from center. Now, when I bought these new rockers, I bought the stainless steel valves too. which I noticed right here. I lost the video. These stupid freaking SD cards. They seem to just completely don't work with some cameras sometimes, and they just get weirded out, and you got to, you know, whatever that's called. You got to resync them or whatever. But anyway, this part right up here is noticeably twice as long almost. So, by doing that, they pushed up in here further, you know, instead of down in here, like the stock ones are here. Which, by the way, are crummy. You might as well just get, if you're going to use stock ones, use the stock Honda ones. They're nice and flat. Yep, they're only like $6 a piece. So that guy's trying to tell you it's a lot of money. It's not. It's just a lot of time and fun, you know. But yeah, they stick up further. Then when you put the lash caps on, they're up higher, you know, yet. And this way, they're made. The stainless steel valves, I'm telling you, are made for these rockers. Otherwise, if you're going to use the stock setup, you're going to need these retainers, which just go in like this on the springs. Yep, and that's about it, I think. Yep, that's it. So you want to use the stock retainers and the stock exhaust rotator. Because right here, I'll show you. Right here, read that. Right, this is right from Honda. See, look. Honda. People ask me this question. If the valve retainer is not installed in the exhaust valve, may drop into the cylinder when starting the engine. So, yeah, that's not good. So you want to put it on the exhaust only, because they're big chunky things. Now with these, the racing stainless steel valves and the, what did they call it here again? The GXC420-00 clone billet steel rocker set from burrisracing.com. Yep, you can just order them from burrisracing.com. Yeah, maybe you're better off doing it that way. Or you can get everything from Old Mini Bike Warehouse. It's called OMBW. I think it's Warehouse. They spread it out. They spell that, the warehouse part out. I'm not sure. It comes, you know what I mean, automatic on my computer because I go there enough. And you're going to find out head gaskets are hard to find. Also, those gaskets, why? Somebody wanted to know. Why do you just stick the valve seal on the intake? Okay, because you're not going to have to worry about the valve seal leaking on the exhaust, because it's just going to burn up in the gases, the heat, you know, from the explosion in the gas. So they don't really worry about it. Besides, it is like, looks something like this, I thought it was, but it's plastic, like, and it's going to melt from the heat of this one. This is a very hot valve exhaust. Did you ever see them when you take them out? You'll see the big difference in them. The intake's like still black like this. On this, the exhaust has got like a gray white color to it. They'll show you. There's all kinds of charts and diagrams online to show you like what bad valves look like and what good valves like when you pop the head here. I also got Burris Racing studs in here, which gives you another probably, say, 2 or 3 foot-pounds more of torque to torque the head down. Which you got to go diagonally like this, because you don't want to draw down the one side and then try to pull the one side down or you'll warp the head. So, you know, what I'm saying is, if you can't afford these roller rockers then, right, and you're going to use these, they're like $10 a piece, these, and they really give you a lot of lift. It's like putting a super cam in it, and you can use the stock cam. All you want to do is buy these for $10 a piece, right? a set of the white springs, which I think are $6 a piece too. And then you just, you might as well buy a set of real original Honda valves, which are flat instead of these, so you'll get a little more compression. Plus they're better valves. They're flat, it's more flow, you know, more of a better explosion. I don't know why these are concave like that. But if you just use this, all you need is these. Everything's stock. And see, now these, don't waste your money on these. These are those Burris Racing rotators, or which you call lash caps, which really isn't the proper term in all their rotators, because that really stands to reason what they're doing. They're keeping the valves rotating. So before you see how thick the stock rotator cap is. Look at the difference. See the difference? That's that big chunky one. You only stick that one on the exhaust with this setup. But I'm telling you, you're going to have a devil of a time turning these, watching them both turn. You'll be, who cares? Right? It's fun. You did it. You should be proud. You know? And how do you know? Because you went back with your feeler gauges before you stick this on and checked them again. Yep. And then after you run it a while, you want to check them again. Yep. So, you know, all that checking them again, it's almost worth it just to get these $200 roller rockers. Oh, they are really sweet. But you pay for them, you know. And then you have to mill down the posts. I mean, it's a lot of work. Something that you want to do over the winter. So, I'm pretty well looking for everything, except I can't find the gasket. I want to reuse it.